few things. Now you could go and melt the chocolate and get the flour and the cocoa and all that, but you can also go down to the refrigerated section and buy 2 of these, and it's much easier. And it's good. Okay. And I noticed something. I was splitting it down the side and a whole bit, and then there's a little line right on the package that says cut here. I thought, amazing. So we just cut that off and just ease it out. So there. And this is a 14-inch pan. I think in the directions it says 12, but I thought, well, if you use 14, you have more, right? Well, but you have more. I think with this, I would use something with a side on it, because I think what would happen, and I think I know this from experience, if I remember, if you did it on one of those stones, it would be really, really nice, except that when you heat this up, it sort of turns to liquid, and then it goes, and then you're cleaning your oven. So I would use something that had sides. Now, it doesn't have to be round, you know, you can do a square, whatever, but for this, you need to have a size on it. So we're just going to pop this in the oven. 350 for, let's try 10 minutes. Now I'll get the brownie out. Where are we? Okay. All right. Ooh, looks perfect. Okay. We're going to put this, I think I'm going to put it over here to let it cool, because we won't be able to do anything with it right now. If I can. And the easiest way to do this, of course, is in your mixer, even though you have to clean it. And it's just cream cheese. Now I chose on this, somebody had asked for a fruit pizza. And this is just a little bit of a different take on it, using the brownie. You could use the sugar cookie dough, and it would be the same. You'd use the same topping, the cream cheese and sugar mixed together. That wouldn't change. And when I was doing some research, I read on if you were making the sugar cookie, if you took the sugar cookie dough and you stuck it in the freezer for a time, so it would be hard enough but soft enough to cut. And then you could slice it very easily, real thin, and put it around in your pizza pan. Watch it. Just, you know, put the rounds down and overlap them just a little bit. And then when you baked it, you'd have your crust. Rather than, you know, some of the recipes said, you know, open it and do what we did with the brownies. But it's a little bit harder to work with because the dough's stickier. Flop that back. But I thought that was kind of a neat little trick. Okay, now we will get another board out because we cut onions on that one. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. We'll mix that up just a little bit more and it'll be ready. Okay. While you're doing that, and you can use whatever combination of fruit you like. I just chose strawberries, raspberry, and blueberries. If you wanted to do, you know, whatever is in season, if peaches are in season, nectarines, whatever kind of fruit. That's kind of the one fun thing you can do, whatever you want. I don't like crumbs in my icing. Ah, like that. And of course, one little trick might be to stick this right in the freezer for a few minutes, just to make it a little bit easier to spread this on. And you won't have crumbs in it. Okay. Okay, and we can pretend that that's perfect. All right, and then I sliced the strawberries already. Now you can be real, line them all up, make it really pretty, but don't forget the doorbell's ringing, and the kids are fighting, and the dog's barking, so we just sprinkle them on. And nobody will know the wiser, because it'll look like you've artistically placed all the strawberries, or all the fruit. Yeah, and you won't be looking at it going, oh, I should have put that piece over there instead of that other piece. Okay. We'll sprinkle the raspberries. Not that one or that one. Oops. I see I didn't pick the best raspberries. Okay. Pretty much. I did wash the strawberries. Sometimes on some of the other fruits, yes, you want to get the stuff off, but then you don't want it to absorb any of the liquid. Okay, and we'll put some blueberries on. And I did wash the blueberries. And like I said, you can put as much, since you're doing this yourself, you can put as much of whatever kind of fruit you like best. However you want to arrange it. Okay. Now to kind of hold all the fruit together, even though the cream cheese will kind of hold it together. I think in the recipe said apple jelly, I have apricot. Either one will work. You just kind of want something. And you can heat this up, or just the apple jelly is a little bit easier to stir. It said to brush it on. We could try that, but I kind of liked it just drizzled. And that just gives it a little extra flavor and kind of seals the fruit a little bit. I don't think you might want to use on this particular one, since you've got red fruit, you could use the like strawberry jelly or preserves. I'd be careful with what you chose there, because you don't want huge lumps. You want no lumps. But if you were using peach, I don't think I would use strawberry, just because of the color. Okay. All right, there's our fruit pizza.